Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Thank you again for joining us here at CCSC. Welcome back to our new Washington, D.C. build, and we have a whole lot to talk about. Had a couple gaming sessions, building things off camera. As you can see, let's go ahead and start with the obvious. We removed 5 different intersections up here and replaced them with these 2 simple intersections. I think that this will work. We will see. I think we'll be good. I don't normally like to use these 4-way interchanges. As you can tell by the map, we only have that one and that one there placed down. However, there is a way to make them more efficient. The problem with the cloverleaf interchange is that you have traffic getting on the highway right here before people over here are trying to get off. Well, that's what causes backups, and there is a way to bury a couple tunnels and make that work more efficiently, and we will do that if that becomes necessary. Now, let's get to the episode. We have done quite a lot off camera. Let's start over here with a train roundabout. Unfortunately, I could not do a perfect little roundabout in the area provided, and what we've done here is pretty good. As you can see, all of these are one-ways, so that it forces you into one of the 3 directions. This crosses traffic to go this way. However, it hasn't been a problem yet. I think we'll be okay. And we just threw a few decorations, as you can see, some rocks and trees, and it butts up against to the back of Cherry Square. Now, on the opposite side, we went ahead and put a tunnel, lowered the bridge a little bit to the level over here, and put a tunnel into the ground. Looks nice and smooth. Had to do it a few times because we don't have Move It mods to make it perfect. However, looks nice and smooth. And that tunnel goes all the way over here underground. It pops up over here by the stadium, but all of that is underground over there. Doesn't need to be by any means. However, why not? We have, what, $3 million? We had $5 million whenever I started doing stuff off camera. However, yeah, $2 million, 2.5 actually. Now, a couple of other things that we've done around the city. We've built Quay Walls everywhere. As you can see, this whole area over here. So this is going to have some effect on the water, and as you can see, they're kind of zigzagged. I just went and built as close to the natural landscape that I could. I didn't alter the landscape and get it to close in a little bit better, which is what you should do. However, just wanted to get them up. And as you can see, this right here is a problem. It's like 30 foot tall. However, I kind of like it. I want to see what it looks like after we hit play here. And we've added Quay Walls all around the Myrtle Hills and the college. We also added this side over here on Cherry Square, so they have a Quay Wall as well. Just makes the city look a little bit nicer. And as we were passing there, you might have noticed Thornton Career Institute, huge upgrades. We have changed everything about this campus area, and in doing so, we have made it a 5-star campus area. My apologies for taking so long to do so. You can see the campus attractiveness over there. We needed 1,800, we got 1,805. We're doing good. Academic works, we have plenty. Students, we have plenty. All we had to do was make it a little bit more attractive. So we added a couple of these just to get our attractiveness up. But as mentioned in previous episodes, I did want to redo this entire thing. So we revamped the whole area, moved all the dorms down here. Most of them aren't being filled. They're all about 100 and something capacity. I think one is even still 0. Yeah, 0 there. 114, 113, 116, 129, 124. We had an extra one that I had over here, and I went ahead and deleted it. It had no one in it, much like this one has no one in it. So I don't think we need those for right now. We might add them later, but this is enough, and we went ahead and moved them down by the river. Now, what does every college student need? It needs a direct access across the river to the bar zone. So that's what we've built them. We have this little walkway here. This goes straight over to the bar district over here in Garnet Hills. Sorry. Garnet Hills is all of our bar district, and it's just right across the water. So these college kids can get drunk, stumble across this bridge, hopefully not fall in the water, make it back to their dorm room, and pass out. We have relocated the administration building to right here. and put a bunch of paths off of it. We've put a bunch of decoration back here. So all of the things that the students need close, like an outdoor study and the cafeteria and the book club and the trade school library and the study hall, are all down here in this tier. This tier is for the students to live and be able to work on their stuff. So that we've got 2 IT clubs up here on the second tier. Also, we've got the bookstore, a couple of fountains, and the commencement office, and the school for travel and tourism and travel. This is the groundskeepers. This is still the police academy, and we've moved these 2, laboratory and gymnasium, up here. So we've got more space open because we're more organized. I didn't finish this area up here because, you know, we're gonna unlock 3 more buildings as soon as we hit play here. Sorry, that's not what we want. These 3 buildings here all unlock at 5-star, at prestigious reputation. So we're saving a little bit of room for the beach volleyball club, the media lab, and the academic statue too. Also, whenever you get to 5-star, we've got School of Engineering. When you get to 5-star, you also unlock the museum for that school. The technology museum is obviously for the trade, trade and business. What am I trying to say here? Trade school. Yeah, trade school campus area. And the art gallery, the liberal arts, and the science center is the university. Now, we are going to add a university in a couple episodes here. We're going to dedicate 1 episode to a university. So if you have interest in achieving 5-star campuses in a very linear video, from beginning to end, we're going to show you all the way to 5 stars with the university. And I believe we're going to do that over in this area here. Now, next up, we have moved the arch. The arch was over here, but because we've destroyed this intersection here and made this roundabout, we've moved the arch all the way over here. It is now the entrance by the aquarium, which is fine. That is a nice little area. We have also, obviously, if you noticed over here, changed the roundabout. The whole tram system is now different. This whole area is different because we killed all those intersections. Now we just have this one coming down to a roundabout, and it only goes 2 ways. Keep traffic nice and simple. There's a tram track that goes straight across, so the cars will have to stop for the trams as they come through. Instead of putting the tram in the roundabout here and having them go around, I just have this going straight through with a few designs, few decorations, some rocks, some trees, some moss. Real simple. I did this in sound barrier walls because we have redone the entire park. Wind Farm Park, 5-star park. We have redone everything. Go to the last episode to see what it looked like before. We had, I've narrowed it down to just 1 little tower here. 1 wind turbine, and as you can see, as you stroll up the main street coming to it, it's the prominent thing in the background. It looks good. It's right in the middle of the park, and because of that, I have built all of the amenities outside of the noise area. We have moved all of the amenities outside of the noise area. So, as you come into this entrance, we've got an info booth or cafe, restrooms, pretty much all of them. Info booths, restrooms, cafes, all around the sides. There's a chessboard, the gazebos, all of the noisy stuff for the kids, the climbing frame, and the trampoline parks. I've moved up here by the road. I like the little setup here. I threw 6 of these down just to make a nice big area and threw a row of trees in the middle. But yeah, the walkways around here, we've got a roundabout just going around the wind turbine. Not necessary, because it comes right up here to a 6-way intersection. However, just a nice gridded walking system. You can walk clear across town just through the park. We've also, because we have plenty of money, lowered the price of the park to $3. It was at $5, and we were making $1,300, and it cost us $900. So I lowered it down to $3. We might lose a little bit of money on the park, but that's fine. $3 is real cheap to come to a nice little park like this. So we have also so much to talk about, guys. As you can tell, gotten rid of the lake. Lake is gone. However, lake may be gone, but it is not forgotten. You can see the dark area here. All of this is water. We're going to have a problem as soon as we hit play. All of this is where the lake used to be. It was water. As you can see, this highway, I can't get it to level out because it's sitting on water. So once we hit play, the water is going to flood out and flood. I don't know. Let's see. Who knows what it's going to flood? Either Victoria Square or over here in Grove District. It's going to start flooding somewhere, I know. After that happens, then we can build this road to a proper level. We have also relocated all of the amenities from this lake area down to Victoria Square. Put the marina and a restaurant and 2 fishing piers over here. And we located the rest of them down here in our new little area, Empire District. We put 1 restaurant and 2 fishing piers down here in this area. We haven't done much else. I just put that for now. We will expand. This whole waterfront over here is going to be all of these things. However, but right after we hit play, I want to transition Victoria Square. We're going to move this factory down to our factory area down here. And we're going to set up, I cut this ground here, more level, more straight. So we are going to set up all of the fish farms over here. We're going to have a bunch of fish farms over here and the fish factory over here because this is our industrial area. That will change the economic dynamic for Victoria Square, and we're going to change it to tourism and hospitality. They will be our fishing area thing. I think we're going to move the fishing harbor as well. As you can see, they take up a lot of water resources. And I don't know what we're going to do about the marina and all that. We will get into that in later episodes. However, we are going to move this fish farm once this water comes in here. You can't put it there because it's not a shoreline yet. So we need to hit play. Trade school campus we've covered. Let's go ahead and pop up here, though. We have a live football game happening right now that I want to go ahead and hit play. Bump it up to 3 times speed. This is a live football match in our town, New Washington, D.C. FC. If you haven't implemented this into your city, it is entertaining to watch a little bit. However, no one scores a goal, and it pretty much does the same repetitious thing over and over and over. However, we have a total of huge electric problems. Hang on. Let's go ahead and pause. We have a total of 580 citizens there. Now, water. All right, we should have eased in a little bit slower. We should have gone to 1 time speed. We have huge electric problems. We have flooding problems. We've got everything. I cut off all of the electric lines that were in my way, anywhere that I saw them in my way, just because I was trying to rebuild all of this. So a lot of this is not going to be connected. That should take care of those 2 little areas, and we will come right across the highway here, and that will take care of that. Now, that's just flooded. We need to take care of this. We'll go ahead and come over here. That should take care of that. Now, what else is disconnected? I don't think these are connected anywhere. Nope. All right, so we need to run a line across the highway and over to Victoria Square, and that should start to relieve that pain. Let's go ahead and hit play again. We'll bump it down to 2 times speed. Let's go ahead and watch this water flood our entire city. Hopefully this is enough water to destroy. If they flood long enough, they will abandon. Hopefully this isn't enough water to destroy. Hopefully I didn't screw things up. What I should have done, obviously, is waited for the water to dry out and done this in real time. But I was excited to get this stuff moving. So we've got some water issues, which is funny. Now this is flooding as well because we changed all of this landscape here, but that should clear out very soon. It is only this up here that is a huge problem because this is just a giant valley. And we may actually lose a lot of houses here. This may not go well. You can see the red flooded, which isn't good. Nonetheless, it is still moving, but it can't really go uphill, so this is definitely higher uphill. We will await the results of that. As you can see, our population is still losing 200 population. We've kind of balanced out here at about 78,000, but we still have plenty plenty of land not built on. This whole area, all these streets up here are high density. All of this is low density. We don't need to build a new area quite yet. Everything down here seems to be working fine. All we're worried about is losing everything up here. But it looks like the water is starting to drain. And we may get out of this just fine. I don't know. We'll see. A few other things that I wanted to address. Do we still have a game going on? Yep. So were we low or high? So now we're at 629. So we got water problems over here. I'm assuming we just don't have pipes because we didn't have anything built here. Yep. So let's just go ahead and run some rudimentary pipes here. Doesn't need to be perfect. We're just trying to get those fed with water. And that will do that. Speaking of water, come on now, finish draining. That is probably where we're going to lose houses, because that's not moving anywhere. Yeah, we're probably going to lose some houses there. However, the land value is going to drop anyway, and we lost a line here. I didn't think that would be a problem. Okay, there we go. That closed that out. So, as you can see, the underground line is the subway, and the above ground is the tram. We will make some adjustments to the tram, and this might be a problem. We may have to run the tram line above the highway. We'll see. We'll stay posted on that tragedy as well. However, we have done all of this to make room for our farm. Now, this should bump up to 5 stars anytime. I guess it would have to be at the end of an academic year report. Industries. Go over to our farming industry. We need to get... First, let's go ahead and look at our farming industry. Elizabeth Farm has just not enough workers. We have plenty of produced resources, just not enough workers. So we are going to add a few things that people can have jobs at. We're going to worry about just putting the things down for now. And then worry about how they look later, because we'll change to a large animal pasture later. However, I want to go ahead and come up here and just put a couple animal pastures here. And changing what they actually have in them is just for purely aesthetics. There we go. Now, so we can make it pigs, cows, Highland cows, and sheep. We're going to go ahead and make 1 pigs and 1 sheep. However, it's just purely aesthetics. They still just make animal products. But makes the game a little bit more interesting. Now, we have... What all do we have here? We've got the cattle shed. I suppose we should make one of them pigs just to make that more realistic. Let's go ahead and make this cows. So we've got pigs and cows. All right. We've got the cattle shed. We're just going to go ahead and put this down here. See, the cattle shed has a little bit of noise pollution and a little bit of pollution. It needs to be replaced inside of the area. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. Next up, we've got the milking parlor. Milking parlor, same. A little bit of pollution, a little bit of noise pollution. And that's why I wanted to get these away from the farmland. And the slaughterhouse, same deal. Little pollution, little noise pollution. This we actually should have put up here. Let's go ahead and put this up here. And then we can go ahead and move this. I don't want too much pollution building up over here. I would like to keep it as free of pollution as we can. That is a little bitty citizen plane from the aviation club. That little noise there. However, back to what we're doing. Do we need a water pipe? I don't think... Nope, we do not, of course, because this whole area was industry. We need to connect it to electric. You can see the cows already in the milking parlor. And let's go ahead and just run that line straight, since we can. Now, they don't need electric over here. So, this should answer our demand for jobs very quickly. We will need to put some storage facilities up here. 26 out of 85, 22 out of 55, 28 out of 70. That was something we already had. 10 out of 25, 14 out of 25. This should answer a lot of our demand for workers. And we're going to go ahead and throw down another... What else do we got? We're going to go ahead and throw down another workers' barracks is what I wanted to add here. We'll put down a couple of these down at this end. And all we're looking for... Why don't we have electric? Alright, so we've lost houses. How many? We've lost quite a few businesses, not houses. Not too bad, though. The water is slowly moving. Looks like it's pooled up down here, and we'll probably lose some houses down here, too. We're losing a lot of houses over here. Again, should have just waited, but I wanted to get all of this stuff done off camera. All of these are going to go away because of the land value. The property value for their house is very low from what they paid. So they will leave. We could probably put some parks and stuff over here to try and get them to stay, but I'm not too worried about that. We're going to go ahead and bump it down to 1x speed and continue what we're doing up here. We need to connect this electric, which I thought we had done. There we go. Now, those should get operational. That should take care of the 5 stars we need to reach for Elizabeth Farm. As you can see, we've got a few sick people over here. And that is from noise. Nope, that's already got sound barriers. Not much more we can do. We can throw down some trees. And hopefully that'll help a little bit. It's not going to do too much. We do have a problem there. We need some water over here. This is the workers' barracks for the ore mine. Off camera, we added a bunch of stuff for the ore mine as well. We added... Nope. We added underground. Yeah, ore storage. We added sand storage, ore storage. We added 2 ore storage. We added glass manufacturing plant. We added... underground mines. There we go. We added 2 small underground mines. Now, if we come out and look at Ivy Mining... We are losing $2,200. But if we go to info, we need some more produced resources, and workers are pretty close. We're only 10 away, so we should reach that fine, no problem, no tampering. This is still flooded? Oh no, it's water. It doesn't have water? Why does it need water? Why would that... Oh, because it's a restaurant, dummy. Alright, we'll go ahead and run this up the road because I know I will forget about it later. Yeah, restaurants need water. I work at a restaurant. Have for 20 years. Restaurants need water, trust me. I will vouch for that. Looks like me not putting a bunch of houses back here was a good idea. I wanted to do that off camera. And, well, I guess it wouldn't have mattered because... they would have just not filled anyway. We're going to go ahead and delete all of this. Hopefully this isn't that much of a blunder. Hopefully all of this can dry up pretty quickly. I'm just going to go ahead and do this and go to abandoned buildings because that seems way easier. This still hasn't drained out. I think we're going to have a problem here. We might lose this entire backside. However, in this process, I wanted to go ahead and put some roads connecting these 2 areas, maybe here, a tunnel underneath the highway or a bridge over the highway, and expand this residential area just a little bit more. Get a few more houses back here, and we will have to put a park down to make sure that the property value is high. But not that big of a deal. We should be fine. Go ahead and look at Elizabeth Farm. Workers, we're only 15 short from reaching level 5. We should be able to get that done in this episode. That is the main thing that I wanted to cover, other than the 2 gaming sessions that I had off camera. Total of like 9 hours probably of playing the game and building things. Did quite a bit. I did also want to take a look at this. We need to adjust our budget for our transportation down here, as mentioned in our comments. Thank you very much. Where's our subway? Tram, metro. We're gonna bump up the budget. We're gonna bump this up to 130 and see if that helps the queues down here. There are quite long lines waiting for trains. I was gonna say it again. I was gonna say trains again. Waiting for metro subways across the town. Still got a little bit of water. Looks like that water is just going to sit there for a while. I think we have figured out what we want to do. See, 79,119 population, and we are growing 100 per turn. I think we may get there organically without adding another residential district. I think we have some plans here. The back of this ridge back here, I think that's where we're going to put the... As you can see, the ridge goes kind of in the middle. I think we might play with the natural landscape and put the trash cans behind that ridge back there. That little ridge. Once we own this tile, I think down here we're going to put the international airport in front of the ridge. And over here we're going to build the university. I think I figured out what I want to do with the highway, and it involves reclaiming a lot more land. So off camera, between this episode and the next, I'm going to be reclaiming this peninsula. A lot of this down to here. And then we will run the highway across the peninsula down here and across to over here. Keep this highway kind of south, keep this highway kind of where it is, and then we will have a giant loop around the city. We will have a highway that goes kind of southern of where it is now, and as you can see, it will be a giant circle. Once we own this, we can bring the highway down. It'll be a giant circle all the way around the city, including the area that isn't even ours. These two exits over here. Not even ours, but they will contribute to our giant highway loop. Sorry. All right, still wet. Not good, but I think we are getting there. Now, I want to bump this up to 5-star. Where are we at? 779. Let's go ahead and add something else. Do we need something else? No, we don't need something else. Let's go ahead and add another barracks real quick. Just hopefully that will push us over the edge. We will, off camera, redo this entire thing. We will redo the entire farming area to resemble a line for the supply chain. We will have the farm over here. We will have some storage here, facilities here, storage here, processing plant here, storage here, and then out. We will show you how the entire industry could look. Just to show you a nice little line. However, we need this thing to bump up to 5 times speed. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward in the episode, and we will catch you back up here in a second. Going at 3 times speed, we are zooming right along here. Oh, we lost a guy. Workers until the next level. We lost another guy. Come on now, we only need 7. We only need 8. One more worker. Industry area leveled up. All right. Elizabeth Farms has now reached level 5. Area bonuses. Plus 16% efficiency, minus 40% pollution. The following buildings have been unlocked. We got a large grain silo, large animal pasture, food factory, large crop field, a large fruit field. We will go ahead and pause this. Bump it down to 1 times speed. We will off camera revamp this entire area. However, before we do so, I want to go ahead and show you why we're going to revamp this entire area. This is the large pasture. Oh, come on, the electric doesn't connect. Sometimes this game, I swear. There we go. That is the large pasture. That looks so much better than all these little bitty ones here. We will probably put down 2 large farms, 2 large fruit fields, be done with it, call it a day. We don't have much area of arable land to farm anyway. However, that is the large farm. This is the large fruit field. Looks the same. It has a little house on it, little property on it. As you can see, that's what I like about it. It makes it look a little bit better. There's a little barn and a little storage facility right in the middle of it. We've also unlocked large animal pasture. You can see, covers up 2 of them. Easy. It's bigger than 2 of them. So we'll probably revamp, delete those 2, add a couple of these, and we unlocked a few other things. The large grain silo. Let's go ahead and put 2 of these down. We'll put down the small. Nope, not on that side. And the large, so you can compare. Looks much better, holds a lot more storage as well. Let's see, capacity 600,000 compared to 300,000, so double, but looks way bigger, looks more natural, looks like an actual grain silo. We also unlocked, oh, the factory, sorry, it's over here. The food factory. We have an industrial steel plant we can add down there. We also have a food factory. So we will cover these in upcoming episodes. That is what the food factory looks like. Let's go ahead and turn it off for now. That is what the food factory looks like. We will do a lot of work off camera once again before we join you on the next episode. However, I'd say success. We didn't lose too much. We didn't lose too much. Just need to wait for this water to drain out. And hey, if it never does, we'll just make it a lake. That's what we wanted anyway. We're almost done back here. We did lose one little house. Not bad. Couple of businesses over here. They should fill back in real soon. We'll probably lose all of these because of the price of land value. And we lost, I don't know, about 10 or 15 over here. But, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this episode. 79,076, and we're back to losing 96 per turn. As I said, we have pretty much stabled out at about 79,000. However, we just need to add a few more things because, like I mentioned, these are all up for grabs. We need to zone those off, but there's plenty. Yeah, we can zone off a lot more, but we don't have any demand for it, so it doesn't matter. That's the point. We need to answer our industry demand and some commercial demand. We will do that off camera. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us here at CCSC. Please like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.